Hello and welcome to this video presentation which is about punctuation and using speech marks correctly. Speech marks are also known as quotation marks and inverted commas. Okay, before we start, let's have a quick review. What is punctuation? Well, punctuation are symbols such as full stops, commas, question marks, parentheses, and speech marks, which are used in writing to separate sentences and their elements. Why do we use them? Well, we use them to clarify where sentences start and finish, clarify meaning, make writing easier to understand, and in the case of speech marks, to show that someone is actually saying something. Speech marks. So there are a number of punctuation rules with speech marks which you need to learn, and once you understand those, you'll be able to write direct speech perfectly. First up, it's important to remember there are three structures for using speech marks. Structure A, B, and C. Structure A is the speaker followed by the speech, by what they say. B is the speech followed by the speaker. And C has some speech, the speaker, and then the continuation of the speech. And for each of these structures, the punctuation is a little bit different, so you need to be aware of that and be careful when writing it. So, here are some examples. Here we have Tom, and Tom likes cookies. A, Tom said, comma, speech marks. Well, I do like cookies, full stop, speech marks. So you see there we have the comma after Tom said, and we have the full stop at the end of the sentence. Structure B. Well, I do like cookies, comma, close speech marks, Tom said, full stop. So in this one you see at the end of what Tom is saying, we don't have a full stop, we have a comma. And that's because the sentence isn't finished. The sentence doesn't finish until we get to Tom said. Okay? And thirdly, structure C, well, comma, speech marks, Tom said, comma, speech marks again, I do like cookies, close speech marks. So in this one you can see we have Tom said in the middle, we have a comma after the first bit of speech, and then we have a comma after Tom said, and at the end of the sentence we have a full stop. And those are the structures for A, B, and C, and that's the correct use of punctuation for those three structures. Let's have a look at another example. This one using a question. So here we have Jane, and she's asking to borrow an umbrella. Structure A, Jane asked, comma, speech marks, excuse me, can I borrow your umbrella? Question mark, speech marks. Okay? So at the end of the sentence there we have the question mark. B, excuse me, can I borrow your umbrella? Question mark, asked Jane, full stop. So in the previous one, which wasn't a question, we had a comma at the end of what Tom said. But because Jane is asking a question here, we must have the question mark. And after that, we do not have a capital letter for ask Jane. We remain with a lowercase letter, and then we have the full stop at the end. And in structure C, excuse me, comma, Jane asked, comma, can I borrow your umbrella? Question mark, close speech marks. So you can see again in this one, we have it's a question, so we must keep the question mark in there. And we have the question mark in structure C at the end of the sentence. Okay, well I hope you've understood those rules about punctuation. I'd now like you to do a little exercise where you punctuate this dialogue correctly. So here we have a dialogue between three people, Charlie, Lisa, and Jessie. And you can see which each of the person says. And they're asking questions, they're answering questions, they're saying things. Okay? But there's no punctuation here. So I'd like you to write this correctly using punctuation, keeping the names of the speakers in the same position on these sentences. So number one, the answer would be something like, Charlie asked, comma, open speech marks, where are you going? Question mark, close speech marks. In the second sentence, well, I'll let you do the second sentence yourself. Okay, I'll give you a few minutes to complete those. Okay, I have the answers coming up now. If you're not ready, please do press pause on the video and complete the exercise. That will help reinforce your understanding of these punctuation rules. And then when you're ready, hit play again and you can see the answers. So, here come the answers. And there you see very clearly how to punctuate that dialogue correctly. I do hope this has been a helpful lesson and that you're now confident to go off and include direct speech in all your written compositions and you will punctuate them correctly. If you have enjoyed this video, please do click like. Thank you for watching and please remember to subscribe.